Look at this. We're joined by Rick Harrison from Pawn Stars. Thanks for coming in, man.
Oh, thanks for having me, guys.
Oh, man, we're so happy you're here.
I'm not that special. Ask my wife and kids.
Well, we have many things on the docket today. I first want to talk about your app, right? Because you have this new app, and we were just talking about it off air. It sounds really cool because normally apps you just sit there and you're getting charged. You're not getting anything back for some of these apps.
Yeah, the freemium games.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, that's my game. You can download it for free, and if you want to play forever, you're gonna have to buy extra lives and things like that. But I have an app where you can actually get stuff for playing. Because every time you win a level, you get points, and you can eventually cash the points in. You know, we got T-shirts, we got hats, we got autograph pictures, and then what we're gonna do is like the people who get above level 300.
Yeah.
Once a year, we're just gonna fly them out to Vegas, and they get to come to the pawn shop and things like that.
Oh my God, that's incredible.
Yeah. So it's a fun game, and everyone seems to like it. You know, it's sort of bizarre because we get all the analytics for it. Some people are paying 16 hours a day.
Oh my God.
But it's trivia, so they're getting smarter at least.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like when I watch your show, I learn something.
Nah.
A little bit. You know what I mean? I try to give a little history
You
lesson.
got your little trivia things.
That's my favorite.
I like
I learned
bet on
about-
who has to cook dinner with my dude, who gets the trivia thing right.
I learn more about Rick as a businessman on the show than I do, I think, about history factoids. That to me is the interesting part, the business aspect of the whole thing.
Because like making money is like my third or fourth favorite thing in the world.
What's your first and second?
Name two more.
Use your imagination.
Hey-o, Rick. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. All right, so you can download that new app. It's on the Apple. It's on the Android. It's on everywhere.
It's on everything.
Yeah.
And, we're doing this, I think we're doing it through May, and every time someone downloads, I give a nipple. I give
just found out his number one favorite thing.
No, don't point that camera.
It's because I got this guy here flashing me the entire time. We give a nickel to the Epilepsy Foundation for every single download. We're hoping to give them 50 grand by the end of May.
That's fantastic. So a nickel for every single download, and it's free to download.
And
So
it's free to downloads or taglines. Every nickel counts.
Wow.
there you go. So even
And
if
so
you
does the
don't
other
intend to
thing you said.
play, you should download it just so
You
you
just
can donate a
download it.
nipple.
And-
I mean nickel.
Wow, I just got them two nickels. Why? I got an apple and a droid. Get that off of me.
It's true. That is true. All right. Well, you wanted to go first, Doug, or you want to go last?
Well, I think this is, are you familiar, now, this guy's a genius. He reads a million books all the time. Are you familiar with what is called a hammerstone?
A hammerstone?
A hammerstone.
Well, like a little meteorite?
Very good.
Oh, wow.
Very good.
God.
Not a little
Oh, my
meteorite.
God.
Not a little meteorite. I had something come through my window 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I
Was
thought-
it from an X or something like that?
Well, that's what I thought. Yes, I wasn't sure which X it was from, but no. It was not. And in fact, the glass guy came and he's the one that put in my head. He goes, that's a meteorite. That came through with the forced double pane window, blah, 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 blah. We don't need to go through all that. I brought it in yesterday. We happened to have an expert call up. He came down. I'm not going to tell you what he said because that doesn't matter. But he said $20,000 to $40,000 worth. He actually hunts meteorites out with his dog. He goes, this Hammerstone, Claxton, whatever, blah, blah, blah. $20,000 to $40,000. First of all, I wanted to say,
I give you $50.
no. Wait a second. One meteorite might be worth 50, but now all of a sudden, due to what happened yesterday, now there's two of them.
What happened yesterday?
Well, we were tossing it around and it kind of broke. So,
Brilliant. All right.
and now there's two of them to sell.
Yeah. Okay.
I think he just doubled his money.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
$20,000 to $40,000. I understand retail. I watch this show, Pawn Stars, all the time. I understand if you can sell for 20, you got to hold on to it for a while, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So I'm a businessman. I'm ready to take a lot less than $20,000. All right. So here it is. There's two of them now because it broke. This is, they're really heavy and they're very magnetic. There you go. Yeah, that's both of them. How much? Now you've already offered me 50. I say no. Take your 50 and shove it, Rick.
All right. I have that
looking
Close
at-
Encounters of the Third Kind music playing in my head right now.
That's good. That's good.
To tell you the truth, there is auctions that come up where these people buy them. A lot of people buy them as samples, but a really big thing now is like the watch dials, like Rolex and stuff, and people use these for watch dials, and that's why they're so expensive. They're getting harder and harder to get.
They just don't fall from the sky.
And you need paper.
horrible.
I laughed.
Brittany and Rick
I
are
thought it
back
deserved a
off.
drum roll.
Yeah, look at that.
Okay, so I am not an expert on meteorites.
Thank God.
Okay.
I mean, no, so just make me an offer.
I did. I don't know. I got some people I deal with these things that I have to take a look at them. I don't know.
I'll take you $50 right now.
Okay, right, sure.
Download the app,
Whatever,
Doug. That's your payment.
Right, you put it on your hat, you ruined your hat. All right, so what you're saying is we'll negotiate later?
We'll negotiate later, but I have to have someone look at it first.
What you're saying
It's
is
not that I don't trust you, it's just that I don't trust you.
It's probably so great. You want me on the TV show, bring it in on the TV show. Hammerstone.
Hammerstone. Let me ask you: have you ever bought meteorites before?
I've bought meteorites before, yeah.
Really?
They're worth a lot of money. I've bought everything. I've bought petrified dinosaur turds.
Oh,
Wait, I'm working on one.
here's what I wanted to ask you, because this was a story that came up a couple years ago. This was my question for you. A woman claimed that she had a mole of Elvis's mole, and she was willing to sell it for cloning purposes. Would you have bought that mole?
No, I kicked her out of my store.
Was she in documentation?
How did she
I mean,
win
that's
the
just
mole?
creepy.
It was Elvis's mole. You wouldn't buy it?
How can you prove it was Elvis's mole?
She had a
I said
certificate of authentication for a mole.
It was DNA. I guess it was taken off during the some biopsy or something.
It always.
It's just creepy, dude. It just really is. You got to draw the line somewhere.
That's where it is?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the line.
It was
Elvis's
fully
mole.
removed because it could have been cancerous. Who wants a removed mole?
Hey, if
Even
you
if
want
it is
another
Elvis's.
Elvis, that's an easy solution. That's all I'm saying. Clone Elvis.
You know how
got him.
screwed up that kid's childhood? He's got. No, you're Elvis. You have to be like this. I mean,
That's a long birds and bees discussion. Mommy, where did I come from? Well, most kids come from here, but you came from.
A biopsy.
Let me get you some peanut butter and a banana, and I'll show you.
That is a way different sex talk. The peanut butter and banana.
yeah.
Way different
Sorry.
sex talk. Brittany, you have a question for Rick?
I do. Okay, so I went to Virginia Tech.
Don't spend your money.
In Michael Vick's heydays. And when he went to the Falcons, I got a jersey signed from him from his rookie year. And now I just want to use it for a dog bed. I was wondering, I would donate all the money to a dog rescue organization, but is there anything I can do with this, or does he just suck at life and nobody wants it?
Who wants that?
I don't know. People
Who
are buying
hides an
Aaron
O.J.
Hernandez
Simpson
jerseys.
something on the wall? You know what I mean?
Right, but there's sick people out there that would buy
I mean, there's not a whole lot, and I wouldn't want the thing around. It's got all kinds of the guy's
Bad
a dick.
juju?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. The guys is huge.
So I should just continue letting my dog
Yeah,
roll
let your
around
dog
and
sleep
pee
on it.
it?
Yeah, and pee on it, things like that.
Look at
Yeah.
that. Look at that. I feel bad. I feel like we brought things to the
Something
table.
for me, it's hard to forgive. All right.
I know.
I can't forgive
Yeah.
it. That used to be framed on my wall because I thought that he increased the value
Yeah.
of my degree. He put Virginia Tech on the map as a football school.
Yeah.
I had a pit bull in college too.
Can we get to a happier subject?
Why do I feel like when you're just walking down the street, are people always just approaching you? Oh, I got some lint in my left pocket.
Constantly, especially if I'm out someplace we're drinking. Hey, how much for the watch? How much for the watch? I'm going like, yeah, real original, dude.
What about the mole, though? That's the first time you've heard that, right?
First time I've heard the mole, and like I said, the mole would just be creepy.
Oh, damn it. All right, let's go to a happier subject. You got married, right? To
A year and a half,
beautiful
a
woman.
little over a year and a half ago.
Okay, I want to know this question because you're a pretty open guy. It's nice to get some truth shined on the subject, okay? Pre-TV show compared to now. We all know you're married, you're happily married, and that's great. How many women are throwing themselves at you, though? Pre-TV show compared to now. It's
Well, I've always been a pretty attractive guy.
Wait, that deserves this.
It is really weird, the girls hitting me and everything. My wife is like the most practical. When we before we got married, I said, "Where do you want to go on the honeymoon? I'll take you to south of France. I'll take you to Fiji, anywhere in the world." No, let's go camping for 3 weeks. And not in a motorhome. We had a truck camper, in the bed of a truck for 3 weeks. That's all she wanted to do.
Where'd you go? Like Yellowstone?
Oh, we went to the coast of Oregon. We went to
Grand Canyon.
Wyoming, just all around, and just lived in a little camper and cooked out of a Dutch oven for 3 weeks.
No way.
Cooked out of a Dutch oven?
Yeah.
Or you gave her a Dutch oven?
No. They cooked out of
Shoot
it.
stabbing. All right.
It was a honeymoon.
So is it exponentially? Is it still continuing? Like it's gotta be like walking through rain and not getting wet.
It's really bizarre when when I leave the pawn shop that I have to have security with me.
Wow. For the ladies that are throwing themselves at you?
Well, usually it's just guys who want pictures, but hey.
what you're saying
No,
is,
but if we go out somewhere where there's a lot of people drinking or something like that, I got to have security with me because there's always that one guy who wants to fight me for some reason. It's a weird life being a
What
celebrity.
the hell?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't get it. You know what I mean?
'Cause he
Oh, they're
didn't buy
jealous of the
Elvis
space.
That's exactly right. I love that. I love the confidence of Rick. All right, well, we can't thank you enough for coming on in here.
All right,
Make
but
sure.
Rick Harrison's Trivia Challenge.
Yeah.
Every download, a nickel goes to the Epilepsy Foundation. It's a great cause. They do great things.
And you get something. The more you play it, that's
The more you play, the more
cool.
stuff you get.
It reminds me of like like when you go to the arcade, you get those tickets for skee ball and stuff. And you can cash them in. It's essentially
Yeah,
the
but
same
with
deal.
my game, theoretically, you can do it for free, and people have done it for free. Not spend no money, and they still get.
And they still get stuff.
What's
for free.
the best thing? What can you get up to? I mean, what would be like the pinnacle?
Well, the pinnacle, the most you can get is like everyone who gets over level 300, I believe it is. We have a drawing at the end of the year. We throw them on a plane, send them to Vegas, put them in a hotel room. They get to come down to the pawn shop. They get to meet me, and and no, but it's a fun game. It's a lot harder than your normal trivia game. This is for adults. This is a trivia crack that's designed for a third grader.
And have you? What level have you gotten to?
I'm at 200 and something.
Really? Okay. Well,
Yeah,
you knew it at
I don't get to
first,
play
though.
it all the time because I got 3 TV shows, 6 kids. I got a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
Well, and it should be known, his book, License to Pawn, very, very interesting. And it just all the books that you read and everything, I'm sure you have a ton of trivia, but I would like to give a plug for that, because that is a good book.
Yeah. I am that nerd. I've read the history of batteries twice. It was so interesting.
Speaking of books, I saw that you were trying to start a book club, and the guys at the shop were a little hesitant to join, and they
yeah.
brought in comic books, which is kind of like how Doug
Well,
and I
yeah,
feel with Sparks.
it's really difficult dealing with my family sometimes.
Well, Doug and I would love to join your book club, and we read real books.
Doug does?
I read a ton of books. Yeah, I do.
He
Doug
prefers
reads.
comic books.
Hey, I love comics. You got a comic book? What is that? The other book club that was going on?
Well, that's what they
Perked up
brought
when
to
I heard
his
that.
book club.
Yeah.
I'll hang out. Yeah, Chum was just in here, DJing, promoting his DJing or something.
Yeah, he's actually he's pretty good at it. I went there. I didn't know any of the music, but everyone seemed to really enjoy it.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I'm a nerd. I'm 50 years old. I listen to music from 1987.
Well, you.
You're a 4.5 stars is your rating. I'm getting it right now. I just donated a nickel to the
at that.
Epilepsy Fund.
Okay, and just by the way, when you lose a level, either me, Corey, Chum, or the old man insult you.
Punched in the face.
Yeah, right
I
there.
want to punch you.
That is it. Okay. Well, Rick from Pawn Stars, he's got the new app. Make sure you go download it. We can't thank you enough for coming on in here today.
Okay,
Appreciate
thanks
it.
for having me, guys.
Put up a